Greetings, travelers, and welcome to this season of Tales of the Dice Roll. Allow me to tell you a tale of murder, intrigue, and bravery. Join me for this story of pen and paper.
Hello everybody, I am your Dungeon Master for Tales of the Dice Roll, and today I am joined by my four lovely cast members.
I'm Aaron. I am playing Shepherd Grey, a paladin.
My name is Evan, and I'm playing Archival Cavill, and I am a sorcerer.
Hello, I am Nicholas, and I'm playing a Taruk Umbaku. He is a Minotaur barbarian.
I'm Porter. I am playing Meru. He is a Goliath monk. Probably should have mentioned I'm a human paladin.
So, how do you all find yourselves in the northern nation of Kalkos?
So, Meru, having gone a long expedition from Hell's Ridge all the way across the continent to Kalkos, he is on a expedition for essentially like teaching. He is a monk, so he is teaching his ways of resiliency because he notices that the nation or the continent is kind of falling apart. So if he teaches more people to be resilient, like the mountains he hails from, then maybe, just maybe, there's a chance for this land.
So Shepherd, his whole family's dead, and they were brutally murdered, and so he's doing his best to just figure out who did it. He doesn't even know why right now. So he's kind of wandering the land looking for any clues, anyone who can help. Just like he'll team up with whoever as long as it means finding answers for why he was attacked. Yeah, why. Just why?
Archival's parents aren't dead, and he didn't have kids, but he cares nothing about money, only about money and his family. So he started some black market schemes in Sylvain, trying to get his parents' money back up because they were going a little down. But he got caught, so he needed to flee, and he found his nice beefy Minotaur man.
I am that beefy Minotaur man.
There have been rumors spreading from the western part of the continent that there is a lost city somewhere lost in the wastes. I know, a lost city lost somewhere. It's rumored that this city is home to technology beyond anyone's wildest dreams. Its technologies can bring those back from the dead. It can create riches beyond your wildest dream. It can do anything for anyone. So, you four find yourselves in a smaller city of Kalkos. Turn Grill. It's a smaller town, a farming settlement, but it's larger than most. And you four have ended up here by your own means, but all of you sit in a lowly pub. As you four are sitting down across the bar, a barmaid approaches, asking, "Would you like any drinks?"
Ale.
Well, who orders ale like that?
Please.
Ale!
Well, one of you's excited and one of you seems a bit depressed.
Water for me.
Water for you, and for you, my, well, goodness, a Minotaur. And you can see she kind of gulps and averts her eyes. What brings you to Kalkos?
I lean over. Milk.
I believe we have some. I'll be right back. And she scurries off to go get your drinks.
Milk is good for the bones.
Do I
Good
look
choice.
depressed?
Very. I didn't know you were a milk drinker.
You seem down for it.
I love milk.
Love milk.
As you guys look around the tavern, not to be cliche or anything, off in the corner you see a group of three rather well-dressed men for a small town like this seem to be huddled over what looks to be a map or some sort of parchment, and they seem to be talking hurriedly amongst themselves. One of them keeps looking over his shoulder towards you guys and then back, scurrying amongst themselves. The barmaid comes back and dishes out your drinks. The milk is warm, it's good. The water, cold and crisp, and the ale, nice and hearty.
I just take the ale and just slam it back and just finish the whole thing in like one little gulp. And
I'll order another cup for this man.
I'll be right on it.
It appears we're being stared at, friends. Should we address this situation?
I'm used to being stared at, so
I get up and head towards the 3 men.
I stand up, pick up my shield, and just walk over.
I follow because I know this is gonna end bad.
As you approach these men, the one that keeps like side-eyeing you turns around, sees you approaching, and he goes, "Oi, can I help you?"
Is he staring at anyone in particular?
Huh?
Is he staring at anyone in particular?
The Minotaur.
Okay.
The very large standout Minotaur. Everyone in this bar is a mix of humanoid races, but mostly humans, elves, gnomes, no Minotaurs.
Yeah, what are you looking?
Well, I think it's quite obvious. I'm looking at you, you big... Well, are you an ox or a cow? Whatever
He's
you
my
are.
bodyguard and he's keeping me safe. But if you want to keep your innards and not outards, you'd probably best leave.
Well, look, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of common courtesy, but you walked up to my table,
I know.
asked me a question, and then immediately threatened to kill me if I didn't leave.
He's a very sensitive chap like that.
Right. Well, I hope if you look at it from my point of view, that seems a bit odd.
Oh, it
and
is,
at this
it is.
point, his buddies start getting a little antsy, and they're looking around. These are just 3 humans. They seem to be wearing relatively well-clothed. They're well-clothed. They have... It's finer, but it's not the finest silk you've ever seen. But these guys have a bit of cash, and you see a glint of armor underneath all of their coats.
There's no need to be hasty, everyone.
I believe we got off on the wrong foot.
We saw your gaze look at ours, and we were just curious what you were perhaps talking about.
You seem a
looked
little
concerned.
too nice for this establishment.
Well, I didn't know it was illegal to have a drink in a pub with your lads.
Well, you were panicking, so.
I was not panicking.
One of you had a staring problem.
Oh, well, I like to keep a well tab on my surroundings, and when there's strangers who stick out like a sore thumb, like at least you two. You're quite shiny as well, my friend. That's a lot of armor for one man. Compensating for something? And he kind of chuckles to himself, and his buddies start giggling behind him as well.
I take my sword and just stab it on the table, right on their map.
He looks down, and he looks up, he goes, That's my map you've just stabbed.
Yeah? And that was my armor that you said I was compensating for. He starts like, kind of like getting
Have you known that this man's wife and child died?
They're dead!
And you're gonna bring up his armor like that?
How would I know? Can you leave me and my friends alone?
Are you gonna leave us alone with your pedantering gaze?
Look, if I buy you lads a round of drinks, maybe we can sit down and have a chat. There's no reason. There's no reason for this to get ugly.
I think that is a good resolution, friend.
Shall we?
Yes.
I know my deal.
And he goes, right. And he whistles for the barmaid, orders drinks for the table, and he sits down. He's like, well met, friends. I'm Calden.
Calvin?
He sticks his hand out, and he goes, this is Thetis and Lorgrim.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you as well. We are from the country of Lesrin, but we are here in Kalkos for rumors of a lost city. Have you heard of this?
Yes, it was Kythus, correct?
Yes, the lost city of Kythus, yes. We believe that Kalkos, it's known for its inventions and tinkering. We believed that, well, a lost city of technology, there might be rumors of something here in Kalkos. And if not, we plan to head north to Integros, where the wizards reside. We hope that their knowledge may help us find the lost city of Kythus.
And
Now-
what's got you interested in it?
What hasn't got us interested? It's a city full of technology beyond our wildest imagination, and
But you're just feeling free to give out info in an open bar.
well, look, we're all kind gentlemen, and I suppose if we meet again in the future, there's no reason for us to have harsh feelings. A whole city full of technology, there's enough to spare for all of us, right? No reason to hoard it for ourselves. It's a tad selfish, and the more the merrier. And if you guys get a better lead than us, we can follow you. And he starts chuckling to his buddies.
Speaking of leads, have you had any besides going up north of Integris?
No, and he gestures to this map and he goes, we bought this off some merchant to the southern city, Kalkos. You can't trust them down there. They've gone sour. This map, it's a map of the waste, but what can you really map? There's nothing out there to map. We've been poring over it for days, but we can't find anything useful. We're thinking of heading to the capital sometime soon. Perhaps you'd like to join us.
Well, I see no reason not to. At least not yet.
Fun journey.
Sounds good.
Right.
Could I study over the map at least once over? Just to, like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If any of you guys would like to make history checks to look at this map, they freely hand you guys the map. They don't attempt to hide anything.
Awesome.
So here it is. 18.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20,
6.
6. You looked really excited for that 6. And you got 18.
6.
6. So for you two, it's been you don't really see a lot of maps. You're a monk. You just kind of travel wherever, so you don't really see a lot of maps. But this seems to be a very well-made map. There's a lot of things on it. There's a lot of landmarks on this map, but from what you can tell, there's nothing relating to the Lost City. This seems to just be a general traveler's map to help you get through the wastes. The wastes aren't a desert. They aren't this inhospitable, godless land, but it's hard to live there, and those who do scrape by.
Yeah, I'll point over to the map. You see, there's nothing here exactly for the adventuring type. It appears that these Lesbian merchants might have scammed you out of a map.
Yeah, it's not the worst scam. If we're ever in the waste, we can at least find our way out, but nothing for the city of Kytus.
No.
Well, we've got rooms and we're probably going to bed for the night. We'll leave early tomorrow if you'd like to join us. If not, good luck on your travels and good luck on your journeys. And they kind of roll up their map, they finish their drinks, and they head off to bed.
Should we get supplies now, or should we wait for the morning?
What time is it? It's like late night.
It's like 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
How much can I trust them? Like, do they seem like they're...
From their mannerisms, they didn't seem to have any ill intent. Anyone with an ill intent would not be so open. They seemed willing to just... They didn't want to fight. They didn't want an altercation. They were looking to just move along. As you guys step out, it's summertime, so it's still... There's light out. It's getting dusky. The streets have some people around, but the market stalls have relatively thinned out. A couple have shuttered up for the night, but there's some general stores that are still open for business. Just heading into the closest one.
Yeah.
As you walk in, it's just an older gentleman. He's like, welcome to my shop. How may I help you? You seem to be the adventuring type, so I'm assuming you're looking for supplies.
Yes. We need a couple of rations. Do you know how long the walk is for Integris? We're heading up north tomorrow.
To Integris. I'd say about 2 or 3 days travel. It's not too far, but it's still quite a walk.
That's fine.
Yes. So,
Perfect rations, and perhaps mayhap some torches.
okay. Anything
Do
else?
you have any rope here too?
Yes, plenty of rope.
health potions?
I might. Let me check. If not, I believe I know someone who does. And for you, my big friend, anything I can get you while I go gather supplies?
I'll think on that.
All right. He scurries off into the back. As you guys look around the store, it's just a general store. He's selling just you see a lot of farming equipment as well. It seems to be a store more geared towards just the local person. He's got some supplies for adventurers. And after a couple minutes, he comes back. He's got a big old bundle of rope that he sets down. He pulls out some dried rations and supplies, enough for all of you for 3 days. A bundle of torches, and he sets down one reddish-looking liquid. And he's like, here we go. Here is everything. I did happen to find one of my smaller health potions. I'm sorry. They've been flying off the shelves, and it's, well, with the trade routes as they are, it's hard to come by potions these days.
No worries.
But with everything tallied up, you should, including the health potion, owe me 15 gold pieces.
How much for just the health potion? I'm not.
Right. Just for the health potion, 12 gold pieces.
12 gold pieces.
They're hard to come by, and they're hard to turn a profit on. I hope you understand.
Hands, that's all that matters.
May I get some canvas too for that rope?
Yes, of course. That just be a silver piece on top.
I'll throw that for you. Just the 2 for me.
Does anybody want to spot me?
For my portion, how much is that?
Just for the rations and the torches, 1 gold piece.
Perfect.
All right.
For his potion too.
Sounds good. Well, with everything settled up, anything you've come up with, my friend, that I can get for you?
I think I'm good.
Right. I believe there's a shop down the road that might have some more health potions if you're inclined, but I can't say they'll be any cheaper.
How easy would it be to fight the other guy?
Sorry?
Does the other guy look weak? Could I kill him in a single blow if I try really hard?
I'm not going to answer that, and I hope this is some weird joke that you're trying to
Good answer.
play.
Man,
Yes.
your life has been spared tonight.
How much rope you give me?
50 feet
That's what I was thinking.
and a 5 by 5 foot square foot of canvas. He keeps like side-eyeing you. He's like, well,
We're all buddies here, right?
if that's going to be all, I think I'm going to close up for tonight. Good luck on your travels.
Thank you.
As you guys step back out on the street, the sun has fallen very quick. It is now nighttime. Most of the shops have shuttered up for the night. As you guys are walking, Porter, you hear a psst from a side street.
I'll stop. It appears someone's getting our attention.
I'll like sternly like sort of walk that way, but like fists clenched.
Yeah. As you turn and adjust your eyes to the dark alleyway, you see a taller gentleman standing in the darkness. As he approaches, he goes, I saw you in the tavern earlier asking questions about the city of Ketis.
And why are you talking to us now?
Well, you're looking for answers, aren't you?
Do we hear
say
this as
that.
well?
Did you walk over with him?
I did.
I'll say I didn't walk over, but I'm like watching from a little bit.
I mean, if you're standing close, yeah. He's not like trying to keep his word. He's keeping his words to a husky whisper, but enough to like hear. He's not just talking to Porter.
Yeah,
You seek the city of Ketis.
that we do.
Be careful. Many riches await, but many perils lying in your path. None who have sought the city have ever returned. Many believe that the god herself, Ketis, keeps those from finding her city and using her technology to cause ill on the continent. Do not fall for the same trap.
I will remain vigilant. How do you know this information?
I know many things, traveler. I belong to an organization who keeps track of people like you. We have arms, ears, and eyes across the continent. We can be a mighty resource for you, or we can be your greatest danger.
What is your organization called?
That is a question for another day. I shall keep you in my eyes.
Works with me.
Do not stray from the correct path. He's like, he nods, and he steps back into the shadow. And are you guys just gonna head back for the tavern for the night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good. You all grab rooms. You got rooms when you got drinks. We'll just call it there. Time passes. No, you sleep well. The beds are beds. They're not comfortable. They're not comfortable, but they're not uncomfortable. They do well enough. And you wake up in the morning, well rested and ready for what lies ahead. You guys begin your journey. Kalkos is a relatively safe land. Keeping to the roads, you should be good. Wandering into the wilderness is always a bad idea anywhere you go these days. The continent is plagued with monsters. But your travels go unhindered. You pass other people on the road. A quick nod as all they give you as you move on to the capital. A day passes, you make camp, rest well, and wake up early the next day, and by about midday you see the walls of Karthos.
With that, our heroes find themselves in the city of Karthos, searching for any information that could direct them to the lost city of Kytus. But that, I'm afraid, must wait for another time. Be sure to tune in next week for another tale of the dice roll.